Our top focus at this hour, 5 days after a 21-year-old Indian student was shot dead in Canada, the police in Toronto have now claimed to have arrested the man who killed Kartik Vasudev, a management student from India's northern state of Uttar Pradesh. The police has identified the suspect as Richard Jonathan Edwin, who was charged with another homicide case last Saturday. The police, however, has not assigned any motive behind the crime so far and has called it a random attack.
This fact provides at least a sliver of closure for the families. The first incident I'll address is the murder of Kartik Vasudev, 21 years, a student from India who was residing in Canada and attending Seneca College. As the media has reported, Kartik was just outside the Sherbourne subway station last Thursday when he was approached by a man who we believe to have been a complete stranger to him. Unprovoked, this man shot Kartik multiple times, killing him. 2 days later, on April 9th, Elijah Mahipath, 35 years, a resident of Toronto, was murdered as he was walking in the area of Dundas and George Streets in the east end of the downtown core. He, too, was approached by an apparent stranger, was shot multiple times, and despite life-saving measures, also succumbed to his injuries. In the aftermath of this second attack, our investigators were able to quickly draw a link between the murder of Kartik and that of Elijah. An all-out effort was initiated to track the killer's movements, to identify him, and to arrest him.
Kartik was pursuing global management from the Seneca University and was in his first year. Shortly after joining the college, he found a job at a restaurant and was on his way to work when he was shot dead on Thursday. Kartik's family has said that they were unaware about the motive of the crime and has now appealed to the Indian government to extend support. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in a tweet extended deepest condolences to the family, adding that he was grieved by the tragic incident. Meanwhile, the Indian consulate in Toronto has issued a statement and expressed shock and distress at the unfortunate killing of the Indian student Kartik Vasudev. For more details, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibil has sent us this report. Take a look.
In a major development, the Toronto police has been able to crack the case of the killing of an Indian student, Kartik Vasudev. Kartik Vasudev, 21-year-old Indian student, was from Ghaziabad, and he was shot dead by the killer who is now in the custody of the Toronto police. There were a lot of worries, and of course the Indian consulate in Toronto, the Indian mission in Canada, were in touch with the local authorities, but by and large now the case looks like it has been cracked by the authorities. There was a presser as well by the authorities detailing how the alleged person was nabbed, and he was responsible for killing of another person as well. Weapons were also discovered with him, but no motive right now. The police has given details of, we know the parents of Kartik Vasudev have been calling for justice, and they plan to also travel to Canada as well. But by and large, this is a worrisome factor as well. We know that Canada has been a place where a lot of Indian students have been going for education. He was a student, and of course it creates fear for many Indian students who are of course planning to go to Canada and study as well. But by and large, this is a positive development in terms of the killer being nabbed by the authorities now, but more details are awaited as well as to the motive of the killer. Siddhant Sibil for WION in New Delhi.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.